The UFL Gambling Podcast Week 5 preview picks and DFS episode the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com. Use our promo code TCESGPN to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, this is Derek Stevens. I'm the owner of Circa Las Vegas. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Dan Marino and his really dynamic wife.
Is this or is it not the XFL? Yes, it is. Do I not currently have a pulse? Yes, I do. Let's play football.
Welcome to the UFL/XFL/USFL Gambling Podcast Week 5 preview and picks episode where crossroads meet bullshit. We are here to talk about it all. YouTube.com/ at UFL Gambling Pod. You can watch this show. We got slides. We got we got hosts shaving for the fucking episode. It's a big deal over here. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that is 100% fair. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
Nobody knows nothing. Somebody knows. Double the price, but no one touches Dundee.
I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth. The fuck, I can't see pollen. And let's get the fuck out this country, mother.
Yes! Who needs the NFL draft? What are they doing? Those bastards haven't changed the kick. Let's talk about another league that hasn't changed the goddamn kick. Oh, man. I got money on a hug. I got money on a Travis Hunter hug tonight.
Yeah.
You got any hug props? I am joined.
I do.
I am joined by my buddy, my co-host, the host of the Bottom Line Bombs podcast, where they've been giving out hugs and slaps and high five props all fucking year. Give it up for Scumbagger Vance, a.k.a. the Bet Detective, CJ Sullivan. How are you, pal?
What's up there? Yes, I did. Matter of fact, we got way ahead of the number on the bombs. We gave a Cam Ward to hug his mom first at even money. And it's now like minus 300. It's off the charts. My reasoning was, your mom, the dad, the girlfriend, and the agent. You got to be wary of the girlfriend, but no self-respecting dad is going to let him hug. Hug mom first. You got to hug mom first. Usually, it's getting him out of hot water. Hug your mother. Do something. Make her feel good. Will you about it? And if the fiance tries to get in there, the mom's stiff arms are right out of the way. Get the hell out of here. Trying to get my son's.
Oh yeah. And I like the Travis Hunter hug the dad. He was incarcerated. He got a little weekend pass. Yeah. All right. This is how the movie 48 Hours started. All right. You get 48 hours. Go to Green Bay. Get to fly into Green. How can you cross state lines? How they get away with that thing? Anyway. This guy, we know who he would hug because we've seen his mom in the chat before. He is the host of the Old Fashioned Football Podcast. Give it up for Justin Mark, a.k.a. No Turn J Mark, who is having this is a game 6 Chicago Bulls moment here. He's battling the flu. CJ, you spent a lot of time in Iowa. I feel like every time I talk to J Mark, he's got the flu. What's going on in that state? How's the immune system in that state?
Well, the children of the corn were not vaccinated, if you will. They believed in their own beliefs coming out.
What's up, J Mark? And goddamn it, you drink a lot of whiskey. You think that would zap out all these goddamn infections you're getting? What's up, buddy?
You would think so. Drinking a hot toddy right now, it's my go-to when I'm sick. So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah. Am I crazy? Or are you sick half the year?
Oh, my immune system sucks. I got hit with the old Rona back when it was originally going around. It felt like it about wiped me out, and the immune system's been shit ever since. It's not recovered, I guess.
I don't know what it is. We gotta do a deep dive on this. Maybe in the off season where
too much whiskey. I don't know.
No such thing. Look, no such thing. Guys, we got action, and I want to talk about all these games. I want to talk shit about how my DFS line is going to beat the hell out of yours, but we got a lot of news first. We got a lot of news. Dresser win. That's a human being, folks.
That's not a video game creation. It seems like when you make a quarterback or something, you know what I mean? Like they would just give you that name.
It sounds like a contraption. Like you get an Airbnb and you're reading the instructions. Make sure you do adjust the dresser win before you. But he is signed, sealed, delivered to the Memphis Showboats, freshly out of the NFL. I know him because he used to be a UT Martin Skyhawk. So I
want this pilot. It's a matter of national security.
We also have in that same very game tomorrow night.
He had a couple of coffee with the Rams, didn't he?
I think he was in the NFL for a couple of years, like off and on, rosters.
Cup of coffee.
Yeah. And then the Birmingham Stallions, Matt Corrals. Hey, sit your ass down. We're playing the Showboats. That's what Skip says. Hey, Cookus. Here's your opportunity. Case Cook is the starter, and I think he's going to get every snap of the game if I had to bet. He's royalty in these spring leagues, right? Some people still talk. Bart Andrus still talks about him in his sleep when he's over there in Amsterdam.
That is news. They announced him as a starter.
Yeah, they announced him as a starter.
Unrelated. Let me adjust my DFS lineup real quick.
Yeah, and Mike Nolan, Michigan Panthers head coach, said, "No, I haven't made a decision yet." But we did cut Alan Bowman after he had NFL dreams. He said, "Hey, go accomplish those goddamn dreams. You don't need to be here at Ford Field in front of 6 people." We are bringing back Danny Etling. And guess what? There's no Bryce Perkins was player of the week in the league. Not a starter for sure. I mean, it could be. Not releasing information. Maybe he's using it for competitive advantage. We also have, I feel like Brandon Long John Silvers has been signed by the St. Louis Battlehawks.
That's a big signing.
It is a big signing. You might remember he used to be in the league a few years back. Then he got a job at Circuit City. They went under, and then next thing you know, he's figuring this thing out.
He was Houston's quarterback, though, right?
He was the Roughnecks quarterback, wasn't he? Was he with the Battlehawks and the OG?
That I don't know. I know
he's been with the Battlehawks, and then he was Houston most recently.
Right.
So he's back in St. Louis. He probably was just there anyway, cooking up meth. But a lot of signings. I don't know what to put into all these ones. I mean, I guess the Cookus one is the biggest one you highlight as CJ, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. But how substantial is any of this news? Is Dresser win? Like, should we get some Showboats action? I mean, is this a big move?
I'm all in on these Showboats now. I talked myself into them. I saw a clip on X there. Mazzoni's like, I've been to Tennessee before. I know they're excited. I've been a part of this team for a week, and he actually goes, "I love our running backs. I love our receivers." He's like, "Our quarterback room, something." Like he couldn't even with a straight face trying to hype up, talk about his quarterback room. But they're gonna play fast. They said, whatever that means.
There you go. Play fast. Dresser win comes in. J-Mark, and shout out to the Wolf of Oaklawn. Make sure you check out the Notorious OTB podcast. Yes. Obviously, Triple Crown on deck. Sharp action over there. J-Mark, what do you make of all these sightings? I guess not. Cookus was already on the roster. And I should add in that McClendon, Curtis Johnson hasn't fucked this up yet. He said, he's our starting quarterback this week. I'm sorry. What do you make of all this news, and which one's the most substantial to you heading into week 5 here?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with Dresser win when you see a quarterback come in that they don't have game tape on. That seems to be when the team starting that quarterback gets a little bit of a boost, right? I don't know if they can beat the Stallions, but with no tape on him of how he's going to run this offense, it might. I know Skip's good, don't get me wrong, but it might lead to a disgusting cover, just like the Roughnecks got against the Stallions.
So spoiler alert for J Mark's picks.
Yeah. Hell, we're about to talk about that game. We were about to, let's just jump into it. All right. But before we do that, we have a game tomorrow. We have a game tomorrow. 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. Wait, 1 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. They keep flipping that. But before we do that, I want to let you know that, the NFL draft starts in 2.5 hours. Make sure you tune into the SGPN NFL Draft Show live watch party for the entire round 1 of the NFL Draft, featuring all your favorite hosts, including myself, the Bet Detective, good old no turn J Mark. I think we'll even be there if he can shoot enough Dayquil. But yeah, tune in. All right, youtube.com/sports gambling podcast. Once again, that's youtube.com/sports gambling podcast. Remember, as always, to let it ride. They got to work on that. Go back to that thing. This is what I mean is I meant to bring this up on the show last night. These fucking losers use fake grass on this. They use fake grass on this shit too. God damn it, man. I mean, they're just phoning it in over there. Like, look at their fucking smile on Kramer's face.
Yeah, what kind of Coke party was Kramer at with this thing? Look like he's all geeked out, ready to fucking put his face into a bowl of fucking blow.
This whole thing bothers me. We're going to have to bring this up. Anyway, check that out. And next time use real grass, you fucking losers. All right. So,
and who needs Dayquil when you got Jepson's Malort? I mean,
yeah,
come on.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. Are you still going to do that, or has this affected the you probably shouldn't be drinking that. You'd be fine.
Fuck, I'm still doing it.
So if the Bears draft Ginty, you're doing Malort anyway.
I'll do it anyways. Yeah, why not?
Do it for Do it for Mongo. R.I.P. Mongo McMichael. I did see that.
Oh my God!
Amazing story I saw today. McMichael, a kid was at training camp.
I saw this
when McMichael's going by, and he goes, "Hey, screw the Packers." And Michael comes over to him. "Hey, son, we don't use language like that. It's fuck the Packers."
Oh yeah. Come
on.
Did you go to his steakhouse? He had a steakhouse in Chicago for a bit.
Every goddamn Chicago celebrity's got a steakhouse.
Got one. Yeah, I mean, goddamn Harry Carey. Well, Harry Carey's was just a bar, right?
Yeah, it was great.
Was
Harry Carey's was fun. Yeah, it was a steakhouse. So you got to have a steakhouse. The nail salon has a steakhouse built inside of it. Chicago, you're getting meat.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Mongo. Like, he's one of my favorites of all time.
He was the best.
Yeah. So, build a goddamn statue. Stay at Soldier Field, you fucking losers. All right. And then don't let the suits win. But let's jump into it. Speaking of suits, let's talk about a league owned by suits. Here we go. We got game 1. These Memphis showboats. I know Bet Detective's already kind of revealed his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's buying some stock in these showboats as they float on in to Birmingham, Alabama. The Stallions are laying 10.5 points. The over-under at 37.5. No, this is don't get cute, guys. Don't get cute. Case Cookus is.
I heard this last week.
Well, this is the problem. Case Cookus. Matt Corral, you done fucked up. There's no turning back. There's no turning back after Case Cookus throws for 300 in this fucking game. You're gonna wish you didn't get dinged up. I'm laying it.
Well,
Give me
you're the one telling him to run the ball all the time. And you finally run it. And you go, yeah, fucked up there. Should have listened to me.
It's true, but this Case Cookus character, he can run too. You seen this guy?
No, I know. And like you said, the UFL, the league where the third string quarterback is your best quarterback. And you save him. You save him to midseason. We're gonna find that out.
He's an FCS former Northern Arizona lumberjack. Mm-hmm. You know what I can tell you about a lumberjack, Bet Detective?
No.
He don't give a shit about laying up. All right, like this SEC Matt Corral shit. Say, what am I doing in this league? I got to think about my career. I could be broadcasting Ole Miss football games. All right, no. Case Cookus says, God damn it, I don't want to work at the hardware store. I am going all in. Lay the 10.5. Give me the over. Stallions are going to put up, I'd say 28 to 31 points just like that. So, Bet Detective, I know you're on the showboats. Maybe you got different take.
What do you mean? Oh, you know I'm on the showboats.
You're all about this team.
That was J Mark's, and I'm all in on the showboats. Doesn't mean I think they're going to cover against Birmingham. I can still wait a week. What is their future? I want to wait till their future gets nice and juicy and over 200-1. I like the bump, as we know, Weisenhunt left his team twice, which I enjoy. I like the Mazzoni.
He might be
bump.
back next week. Don't write him off.
Yeah. I definitely like the over in this game. I think he does want to get. He said he wants to keep things simple so they can play free. Should they get the ball out of the hands, get things going. I think Birmingham buries them though. I'll lay the points with Birmingham. It is too many. I say it's too many points. That's what I said last week. Too many points versus Michigan. No, it wasn't. There was plenty of points because it's Memphis team is an absolute abomination. This is the get right game you thought it was going to be last week for Birmingham. Friday night at home. Memphis is who you think Houston was.
And this is a city rivalry. This is Battle of the Bones in college football.
I'm sure there's a lot of hot blood for it. Boiled blood in the stands for this city rivalry.
And let me tell you, they got. And remember, they got rid of that offensive lineman. They sent him packing. San Antonio, Arlington.
Forget.
So this Stallions D line, which I think is one of the better D lines, is going to have a field day in this city rivalry. They don't like this Memphis bullshit coming into Birmingham, talking about their fucking barbecue. All right, you got a side on the total, bet detective?
Yeah, love the over. Love the over 37.5. I kind of like that more than I like Birmingham, but I'll play both Birmingham and the over.
All right, here comes the BB King special. It's goddamn J Mark on his showboats. What's up, buddy? What are you doing here?
Yeah, I mean, Birmingham can't cover against Houston, so I don't think they can cover against Memphis. This is too many points. You get the little boost from the new quarterback coming in. I realize Case Cook is coming in, but we got plenty of tape on Cookus. I'm on the showboats plus 10.5. I have not seen the Stallions look dominant. I know showboats suck. I get it. But until they look dominant, I'm not going to take them to cover a double-digit spread.
See, I don't think you do get it, J Mark. They do suck.
A team averaging 16 points per game. I know.
Sorry.
Played good defenses, yada yada. They're still averaging only 16 points a game.
No, you're right.
I'm not doing it.
You're 100%. You're 100% right. Birmingham has not looked the part, and you keep waiting for them to flip the switch, and it's not happening. But I think Memphis is just that bad.
I can't talk to this son of a bitch. I can't talk to that son of a bitch. I really can't.
And while I'm on the opposite side of the spread, I might as well take the opposite side of the points. Again, Birmingham 16 points per game. I know Memphis's defense kind of sucks. I get it. Even though CJ says I don't get it. I hear you say you get it, but then I hear you say things that make me think, you know what? I don't think he gets it. I'm taking the under.
I like it. Nice contrarian, man. Well, that's correlated for sure, I believe. If Memphis is going to cover, the under is going to hit. If Birmingham's going to cover, the over is going to hit.
FBI Tugboat, shout out to him. He says half the Birmingham secondary is injured. I mean, Memphis can't throw the way. I don't get how bringing in Dresser Win.
Dresser Win. I love it. I can't wait to see that. Okay, whatever that is, I can't wait to see it.
Memphis's running back Cabote will also be out, so it'll be Deneric Prince. It'll be leading the backfield.
I like that Deneric Prince though.
Yeah.
This league, injuries are a silver lining because it smartens these coaches up where they're forced to play their best players because of these injuries. They should Prince should be getting the ball the entire time, anyways.
I just want them to send out a list of who's a free agent right now because there's some great players out there that are just sitting there watching these fucking games.
Yeah, I know J Mark's aware of a quarterback that could.
A shirt right now.
Yeah,
he's got his own shirt. I thought it was a jersey, right? What is that?
Well, he's got shirts on his fan arch. This is from when he won the gold medal with the under-19 team.
That's his work shirt at Best Buy.
He does art. he paints. God bless this guy. Is there anything he can't do, J Mark? I know I don't want to ask you that question because I know your answer, right? We're gonna destroy you here. You're in the wrong yet again.
We'll see.
All right. Next up on Saturday.
Someone check the cold medicine, J Mark.
What the hell is the Saturday game? Michigan is in St. Louis, Missouri. taking on these Battle Birds. They signed Brandon Long John Silver. He's not, who was the coach in 2020 for the Battle Birds? Was that back?
I don't think so, but I'll look real quick while you're talking.
Because I was gonna say, would he know this? Would he know the playbook?
He knows the playbook.
I mean, pass right, screen left.
Jonathan Hayes.
That's right, the former Bob Stoops guy, former tight end for the Steelers and the Chiefs out of Iowa. Michigan's laying 1.5 on the road. I mean, look, this is really this pile of shit. There's only one guy who could fuck this up, and his name is Mike Nolan. Right? I mean, him not announcing a starting quarterback bothers the hell out of me.
Not too many leagues with a preview show. Not one of the leading shows, I would think, for this league. Starts off with this pile of shit.
I mean, come on. I want to.
Where's that in the graphic? I want that in the middle. A pile of shit. At least
yeah, I gotta get the Jurassic Park pile of shit and just put that in there.
Yeah, Etling's getting in there.
Look, EMS is saying Etling's got to start.
This is hilarious. There's no way.
He just got named Bryce Perkins Player of the Week in the conference, or in the league. Yeah. I'm taking Michigan, but I am scared to hell that that this is Etling will come in on the second possession, throw off the chemistry of the goddamn team that looks phenomenal right now, by the way, and we do have a future on them. But I'm taking Michigan. It seems chalky as hell. I also like the under 37.5. I think that's actually the best play you can do in this game. Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
Michigan did of course look good last week, but that was against Memphis. Like we said, it's hard to judge. I mean, I'm not ready to anoint them all the way back just yet. I know St. Louis is a sinking ship right now, but give them a week to rally with Max Duggan at home with the best home field advantage in the league. I'll take him as a dog here. I see it already creeped up to 2.5. So the UFL system is wherever way the line goes, you go the opposite. So that's good for J Mark for the last game. But for this one, I'll take the 1.5. I like him on the money line here too. Is a little teaser. I think St. Louis gets a win, a badly needed win. They're a desperate team right now.
Yeah, and by the way, I do want to highlight that the UFL added the you can buy helmets, jerseys, and accessories now in their store, which I think they're looking to make some. You didn't know about this?
$250 for a football.
A football?
A game used football. $250.
The Rock's really going through it, huh? It's like he's in some bad spots right now.
I wouldn't pay $50 for a fucking football.
I better be able to quarterback for a half for that. If I'm going to sign them, can I get a rotation with Memphis or something?
Who the fuck has bought that? They're not going to sell one of those. I refuse to believe they're going to actually. I mean, unless it was like the Pro Football Hall of Fame bought one, maybe, I don't know, but CJ, I mean, what'd you say for the total on this one, buddy?
Total, I don't have a great angle on. I'll go under just out of default with the UFL. You could go under. Although I do like playing the overs in that dome game, but I have PTSD from last week's St. Louis under that I was on for sure. The bad beat of the century, as the announcer said. But backup quarterback Dugan, they're going to run. They are going to run the ball more. Dugan was running a willing runner, if you will, with Perkins and Michigan's defense. Yeah, under's a solid play, 37.5. Give me St. Louis and the under.
J Mark.
Yeah, I went back and forth on this game, and the only reason I decided to side with the Battlehawks is because this is a must-win for them, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, if they take another loss, their season might be over. So this is a must-win. I know you don't like Anthony Becht as a coach of maybe realizing that, but we don't like Mike Nolan either. I do think Danny Etling is going to get in. That's why they cut Bowman. I mean, they like him for whatever reason. I don't get it. And I think the Battlehawks will do okay at stopping the run, or at least limiting the Panthers' run. So, yeah, give me the Iowa kid, Max Duggan, to get it done with the Battlehawks and cover this.
There we go. What'd you say for the total?
I'm opposite of you guys. I like the over.
Really?
I think, CJ will get another bad beat of the century here, and and that over will cash at the very end.
All right, fair enough, folks. Want to tell you that the UFL Gambling Podcast Week 5 preview and picks episode is brought to you by Edge Boost, the first ever. Edge Boost is the first ever bank account built for bettors, ensuring all gamblers or all gambling transactions are approved. There's no usage fees, no minimums. You can earn cashback rewards. 100% approval for all betting deposits. No credit checks, nothing. You're good. All right, sign up today at edgeboost.bet. Promo code SGPN, of course. Deposit $25 and EdgeBoost will match the deposit. That's edgeboost.bet. Promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. I told you we're betting on hugs and handshakes and goddamn every other thing we got going on. Look, my book is your place to bet on everything, every sport, including NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs. What a wild game last night I caught. UFL action, of course, it's available there. Plus, there's props for every game, and for the true DGens, the MyBookie money bag is a blast. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to mybookie.ag. Use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Once again, terms and conditions apply. That's mybookie.ag. Promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back on the UFL Gambling Podcast, and Sunday's action is phenomenal. We start things off with the DC Defenders heading to the Arlington Renegades. Renegades are laying 4, the over-under at 39.5. Surprised at this number, guys, because I was, and I'm taking DC money line because, but are the Bucks cooked here? I know they just traded for that great offensive lineman. Like, what the hell is going on with this number? I mean, Arlington's been beating every team by like 1, scoring like 11 points a game on offense. Why the hell is this 4 points? I can't get to how the hell they came up with this number, but I love the under in this one. This is the best bet on the under I think you can do. What the hell is this number though, CJ?
I think I can answer the question how the books got to this number. They don't watch the games. They look at the score. They say, "Oh, Arlington beat St. Louis 30-15." Yeah. DC lost to San Antonio. Let's just throw this against the wall. See what sticks. Who gives a shit? Because this league is drunk. So it doesn't matter what we toss out there. That being said, I mean, I can see either side, covering it. I like DC here a lot, actually. I think they bounced. But like I said, I don't even think they played that bad against San Antonio.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, Obviously, they outgained them by 200
This is a money line play. This is a money line play. Yeah.
100%. I'm on DC here. And for your futures, DC right now is plus 460, I think, still. Is a nice future, 470. Arlington is way down like the 280 or 300. I think if you want to play DC, you're playing before this game. Because if they do beat Arlington, those numbers are going to flip-flop. But we already have our position on Arlington, as we know. The Sharps we gave out 11-1 preseason at Arlington. But after this game, if you want to get a piece of both, which I kind of do, I think this is the last time. This is the last chance you're going to get a good number of DC.
No, you get DC right now. 5-1 is the play.
That's what I'm saying. 5-1 future, and after this game, if they win, you're not going to see that again. And I still have them as my number 1 power ranked team. So why would I not take 4 points?
I like it, J-Mark.
And I'm with you on the under, of course. Arlington
under's a smash play.
Arlington number 1 defense in the league, and points wise, DC can get after it. Obviously, they both have talent on the offense, but they really haven't been putting it together as much. So, that's a big number for a total too.
Yeah, I was all the numbers in this game. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
J-Mark, what are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah, first of all, 100% agree on the under. That is the play. Both these defenses are pretty good. I mean, I know Arlington is the best defense in the league, but DC, despite not having Greg, has looked really good. This is down to 3.5 on some books. I still like DC When it creeps under 3, I'm taking Arlington. I think DC covers a 3, but Arlington wins. So I don't like the money line play like you guys do, but I do like DC +4.
Interesting.
Wow. Threading a fucking needle over there.
3-point game. It's a 3-point game.
All right. Is this the best game of the week?
Yeah, it's a pretty good game for sure. That's yes. The answer is yes.
It's a good game. The Battlehawks one will be interesting, but this is a very good game for sure.
The Battlehawks game is more intriguing to me, but this one will be the best game for sure. You're right.
Final game on Sunday is these Houston Roughnecks heading into San Antone with old Peyton Pardee. Guy means business. All right. Guy means business. And McLennan's starting. But you know goddamn well Curtis Johnson is going to find a way to put Nolan Henderson into this goddamn game. Is he healthy? Is he healthy? I'm assuming he's healthy.
He was limited in practice.
Oh, please. That was such a pussy. That was barely even that hard of a hit. They made it seem like guy went to fucking Nam. All right. They made it seem. Come on, Nolan. All right. All over the Brahmas here. Smash play. Lay the 3.5. I am on the over 38.5, though. I think there's going to be a little bit of scoring. Anthony McFarland's going to touch the ball 24 times this game. All over these Brahmas. Peyton Pardee is a coach of the future. Glad to see they're going with the youth movement, even though they didn't want to. And they're going to get into the playoff picture with a dominating win here. Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
You know what I'm doing here. The opposite side of this. This is crazy. This number is crazy. Houston is not who you think they are. Did any of McClendon in there, who might be the best quarterback in the league, sitting on the bench for the whole season? Who even knows he was on a roster? He comes out there and he looks like an NFL quarterback flying around. I mean, he's looked incredible. This team is good. This team isn't that bad. Brahmas, congratulations on your first win, but now you're laying 3.5 with go against my man McClendon. Curtis Johnson doesn't know what the chart is, what to go for, anything. Now that might be a problem. But that being said, this Houston and talk about a letdown spot for the Brahmas. You know, if you want to try to game plan for another white guy to return a punt 80 yards for a touchdown, good for you. But I am not. Give me Houston plus 3.5. This is a money line play as well.
Oh my god, it's fucking god. Enjoy your 1-point conversions. All right.
Hey, we did 1 point at a time, just like recovery.
What are you doing on that total, Bet Detective?
No, that's a high number as well there, 38.5. But they both, I mean, you know, this does fall under my two bad teams play the over when they like go back and forth like that. Such a high number. I gotta go under. Who am I kidding? Under 38.5. This is a letdown spot again for these Brahmas. Let's not forget. Give me up. This is gonna be an ugly game, actually. Now I think about it. I get 20-12 at the most.
J Mark, what are you doing here in San Antone?
Yeah, I don't like this because CJ and I know you're going to be insufferable if we're wrong, but I'm on Houston as well. I think you got your 1-game bump with Pardee. I did like what I saw from him, but I do think Houston is better than they have led on. I mean, covering against the Stallions was impressive. You also have, Roughnecks were at home. Now they're on the road, but just to San Antonio, where San Antonio was in DC. I like the travel schedule favoring Houston here, and I like them to cover this number. And I agree, it's a money line play. And
is this a city battle though? You're underestimating the city battle here.
these teams don't care about
city battle. You're right. I do underestimate the city battle. You're correct.
They still take it personal when Olajuwon came there and shit all over the Admiral. All right, so it's a city battle. You're overlooking this.
Houston's going to win like 13-12. So I like the under. I like the Houston money line and the cover.
Wow. I can't wait to talk shit to you bozos. All right,
sure you can't.
All right, folks. How about a lock and a dog? A lock and a dog? My dog is pretty goddamn obvious. DC Defenders to get it done outright against the Arlington Renegades. And the lock to me is the Birmingham Stallions with Case Cookies to get it done. How about you, Bet Detective?
My lock is the over in that Birmingham Memphis game. I think that point total is going to fly over. Actually, not fly over, but it'll creep over. It'll get over that 37.5. I like this new fast-paced Memphis Mazzoni offense they're running out there, and Birmingham should be able to score at will. My dog, listen to this now, is a 13-1 3-dog money line parlay. You parlay St. Louis, DC, and Houston. That pays 13-1 money line dog that up. I love all 3 money line dogs there.
Woo! I do have a parlay that I threw out on the main show, but
oh wow, so you got to bring out the reserves for us, are you? The home stash?
It's like some say we're a lot like the UFL. We're like McClendon sitting on the bench. We get in and start throwing fucking heat.
The fine china at the main show, the hottie toddies. What parlay did you throw out there?
I'm on that DC money line.
Yeah.
Laying the number with Birmingham.
Okay.
And then where the hell's the other game? Then I'm taking the Brahmas. Laying that as well. Staying away from that Michigan game since you got Mike Nolan in playing his fucking games over there. J Mark, what are you doing here?
Yeah, that 13-1 CJ threw out. That's good enough for the huge tits parlay that we run on the CFL Gambling Podcast.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Love the huge tits parlay. Check it out. CFL Gambling Podcast. Going to drop an episode in the next week or two.
It's my lock, DC to cover. Don't think they win, but I do think they cover, so I'm locking that up. And the dog is Houston Roughnecks. They're going to win this game.
I love how J-Mark's lock is DC plus 3.5, but if it gets to 3, hammer Arlington.
Especially in a league where
3's a push, but it's also a play, right?
Yeah, especially in a league where the conversions are so wacky too.
Yeah, I know, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, not too many key numbers in UFL.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the DFS. Whoa, DFS portion of the show.
Too close.
But before we get to the DFS, I do want to let you know that the UFL Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. You're damn right we've been playing Underdog Fantasy. Actually, let me check because I know they hadn't updated last night. But, this has been a bundle of fun. Playing any sport, but they have UFL action. Yeah. Oh man, Case Cook is higher, lower, 186 passing yards, higher, lower, 17.5 rushing yards. Get out of here. I'm all over this 186.5. And my favorite part is they have him as a Memphis showboat, but he plays for Birmingham, so you can get great edge there. And then on the other side of things, they don't have Dresser win. They haven't adjusted his stats yet. But how about Dion Kane? Higher, lower, 37.5 receiving yards. What do you think, Bet Detective?
Well, he's on my DFS lineup, so I'll go ahead and say higher.
There we go. I'll take the lower. All right. Get on over there. Underdog Fantasy is great. Sign up, and when you do, sign up with our promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. That's underdogfantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, Rhythm is your home for AI-backed picks and props, and Rhythm is now live with their MLB models. Plus, they got models for NBA and golf. Pick so good it feels like you're cheating. Building your own model is simple and easy as well. It's like fucking weird science over here, right? You can just boom, you can just do whatever you like, and the next thing you know, Vanessa Angel is going to be staring at you. All right. So, or who was the OG one? God damn it, the chick from Hard to Kill. I don't remember. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
The chick from Hard to Kill with Seagal.
The weird science girl?
Yeah. The OG weird science girl, but you can select what you like in the model zone, and it's fantastic. So yeah, hop on over there. Rhythm has some amazing deals going on now. 25% off the monthly subscription with the promo code SGPN25 and 50% off the annual subscription with the promo code SGPN50. That's Rhythm. That's RITHMM. Promo code SGPN25 or SGPN50.
Kelly LeBrock.
Now that's the thing. This was a heated argument back in the early 90s.
Okay.
Do you go Kelly LeBrock or do you go Vanessa Angel? Because that was the show was Vanessa Angel,
right?
The chick from Kingpin. I kind of think the chick from Kingpin's hotter, but both were definitely fantastic for their day. What are you going on this one? And J Mark, feel free. I know you're Google image is a thing.
As they say, and you're not kicking either one out of bed for having crackers, whatever the fuck they're saying is. I didn't realize they were the same generation. I thought Vanessa Angel was a little younger. Kelly LeBrock seemed, but you're right. They're probably the same. Kelly LeBrock is a special place because she hit us when she was younger. The weird signs to those lips and those hairs, and she was
tricky.
She was 80s poster. Yeah, she was.
Yeah. So you're going Kelly LeBrock.
I'm going Kelly LeBrock.
J Mark, where are you going here? You going Vanessa Angel or
quick Google search and I'll go Vanessa Angel.
Yeah.
Well, don't do present day.
No. I did. I typed in 80s and 90s to get an image of how they looked in both.
All right, fair enough.
I'm actually afraid of present day. All right, so like present day.
That popped up first. It ain't pretty.
Yeah, I don't like when women age naturally. I don't like that at all. Go get some surgeries. Remain the same your entire life for me as I get uglier.
Anyway, let us know who you think, Vanessa Angel or Kelly LeBrock. What side are you on? Because these are important things that we got to figure out as a country. DFS, I feel pretty fine. I think this is the one that I will win first place. If I'm being honest, like it normally happens once, twice a year. I think this is the one because you can find some great value. And it starts with the goddamn Birmingham Stallions quarterback, team leader, future spring Hall of Famer. And that is Case Cookus. Guys, tell me you rostered the legendary Case Cookus. Don't get cute, guys. Don't get cute. Because he's undervalued and he's a legend in these spring leagues. Bet Detective, did you go with Case Cookus?
Yeah, the second I found out he was starting halfway through the show, I went there and I put him in my lineup. And of course, he's at 7,700. DFS doesn't realize
bargain shopping.
Yeah, DFS doesn't realize he's starting because they still have Corral at 9,700. So they're not aware of the news. He did play for Memphis though one time, right?
He did. So it's a revenge game. And
so
then
it's a revenge game.
Star.
He knows the new plays.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 7,700. J Mark, I know you're on the fucking showboats. You think their defense is elite. What'd you do at the quarterback spot, buddy?
Yeah, but I got to be contrarian in case I'm wrong. So I have Case Cookus as well. Mainly because you can't find a starting quarterback for 7,700 anywhere else.
Right.
That's a good point. That's a good point. The running back spot, I only went with 2 backs. What'd you guys do? How many backs you go with? 3, J Mark says.
I would have rostered 6 if I could have.
Whew, I like
that. Week of running backs.
Wow, really?
Is this Ashton Jeanty Chicago Bear thing you're trying to do here?
Yeah.
I have 2 backs.
Yeah, I have 2, and I'm gonna start with the Sheridan man, and for the Michigan Panthers heading into St. Louis with that battle-buried foo-foo defense. I think how do I pronounce his last name again? It's Sheridan, but I think it's Sheridan sometimes the way they say it.
Yeah, Sheridan. I go with Sheridan.
At 5,800, how against a St. Louis team that I don't know that's gonna be able to get first down. So Michigan's gonna have a ton of time of possession, TOP as some say. 5,800. Bet Detective, you roster the Sheridan?
I did not roster the Sheridan, although I feel like I'm the one who introduced him to this league and to this the show and into the atmosphere. Right. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like watching my band blow up doing arenas. I'm glad I saw them in the clubs, I can't afford tickets, sadly, for Sheridan anymore.
$5,800. Damn, buddy.
No, I'm just kidding. I also have a cheap. He's 6,700. He's done not a lot so far, but that's the key in this. That's the key. Now I crushed DFS. Now, 3 out of 4 weeks winning DFS lineup here, and last week was my biggest winner yet. I believe it was like $20, mainly because of Tamu. But I want to go to that roughneck team. You already know you think they're going to win. Go against that horrendous San Antonio rush defense. And San Antonio, I believe, has the worst rush defense in the league. Give me that South Carolina Gamecock Saquandre White at 6,700. He's got a little spunk to him. I mean, if they need to throw it to him, they can. Last week, of course, they're playing versus Birmingham, so they're playing catch up. But I think he's going to have a big day against this awful San Antonio defense. His stats aren't there yet, but I like the way he looks good when he touches the ball. He's got zip, you know.
That's I mean, and in this league, zip goes a long way in this league. J Mark, do you have any zip with this next DFS draft pick here? What are you doing at the running back spot?
No, I like the Zaquandre White. I think there were only 3 running backs ahead over 10 points last week. He was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I went with another one that did. He's not my most expensive, but just to counter your Sheridan, McCrary. I think Michigan runs the ball very well with him. He is the starter. And I thought about Sheridan. It scared me off a little bit because last week it was Toa Taua that had more carries than Sheridan. So
Nolan's getting cute with the goddamn running backs too. The more I think about it, maybe I should switch over. But I'm going to stay back. The Sheridans always treat me.
Stick with Sheridan.
But McCrary only 6,600, so he's not costing you a lot.
Yeah.
Sheridan plays well in the dome. He played well in the home game dome, St. Louis dome.
Yeah.
I like Sheridan.
Yeah, Sheridan. You can never go wrong with the Sheridan there. My second running back, you've gone this far. Why don't you go a little McFarland? Huh? Anthony McFarland, the fucking greatest back in the league. He's like a goddamn. He's like what is it? What did Buddy Ryan call Randall Cunningham? We got a thoroughbred. we got a thoroughbred here, so we're just gonna let him sit back and he can do whatever he wants to do on his own.
Just do something that no one else can do. That's what he would call it. He said that's why we never went into playoffs, but he would always just say, come playoff time, he goes, just do 3 or 4 things that no one else can do and we'll handle the rest of defense. All right, thanks, buddy.
Get out there. Well, I'm gonna go with this thoroughbred, Anthony McFarland. He's a beast. All right, so
I'm with you on that. 8,500. You got to play McFarland.
J Mark, did you roster the thoroughbred?
I sure as shit did. Play the music. You got to go with him at this point. He is the best back in the league, despite the fact that they only give him like 7 touches out of the backfield. He's good.
Yep. One thing I couldn't roster 6 running backs like you wanted to. I know you couldn't either, but I didn't even have the thought. I did go with the double tight end set though, and I'm excited about this because I am on the under in this game. But give me a good old case of Sal Cannella because I think there's edge on him right now. I know he's still expensive, but I think in particular this game, and I know Greg Williams is not coaching anymore, but his son is. But I always felt like if you're going up against a Greg Williams defense, one of the best ways to attack an aggressive defense is the old tight end. So give me Sal Cannella at 8,200. Anyone roster a case of Sal Cannella?
I also have a Salvatore Cannella who had a great game last week. Gamesmanship, he had big plays, not statistically. He had forced that fumble and the punt that caught for the touchdown. Huge 3rd down conversion. I think the bigger the game, the bigger he steps up. So give me a Salvatore.
There we go. Did you roster J Mark, Mr. Cannella?
I did not. So I'll give out my last running back, and that's the Birmingham Stallion because maybe I am wrong. CJ Marable.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with a CJ, right? CJ?
That's right. He was about to be on there, but I wanted to go Salvatore. I like CJ Marable too. I already have too many Birminghams, but yes, I like CJ Marable a lot this week.
What's the status with Ricky Person Jr.?
He is practicing, so I do think he'll be back.
Okay, that because I was thinking about playing Marable. I thought it might be an opportunity to get some value, but then I was like, man, what's the stat? I feel like Person Jr. is the best back they have, but he's been out for a couple games, so maybe it hits for you. Maybe it hits for you. Maybe it doesn't. Next up, I have my other tight end, 4,600 bargain shopping. Case Cookus loves the tight end. Jace Sternberger is the play here. 4,600. Get in on the action, folks. Bet Detective, did you get in on the Sternberger?
No, I'm sick of Jace Sternberger. We've been twice in a row. I'm sick of this goddamn. This guy likes a tight end. Corral likes a tight. Fuck this tight end. Sternberger fumbling on the goal line, bumbling around. He should be cheaper than that. Actually, that's a bargain. He's too expensive if you ask me. The point is, I went with Deion Kane. 8,100, new quarterback in there. I know for Birmingham, and usually it's your prima donna receivers that demand the ball and they want to keep them happy. So they're going. I can see it. He was the surprise start and touchdown last week when he was ruled out, but that means nothing in UFL. You can hop in and out of the out lineup, so maybe he'll be out. Who knows? But he's a little pricey at 8,100. But give me Deion Kane and a game that you say Cookus should have his way. 300 yards. He's going to have to. Someone's going to have to catch it.
Yeah. All right. I like it. Anyone named Kane? I'm always a fan of. J Mark, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I also went Deion Kane for the stack with Cookus. I think that's a good play. He is their number one wide receiver, and I agree. That's the guy that Cookus is going to look at to bail him out.
All right. Well, look, my only wide out. I'm taking a shot here. This one I'm flying a little. He only got 2 targets last week, but I'm expecting, since we know McClendon's getting the reps in practice, Marcus Sims, he got 5 targets the game before with Nolan Henderson. I think McClendon's going to make it a point of emphasis getting him the ball. At 7K, Marcus Sims. Let's go. I'm beating all you fuckers. What do you, anyone roster Marcus Sims?
No, but I don't mind it. That's for sure.
I got 4K sitting there. So you got better ideas. I can sit there. I can dabble. All right.
This is 5,900 receiver who I don't know. I just like the way he looked, and I want to get a little share of this game just because, like I said, the 2 bad teams going at it. Greg Ward for the Brahmas. I kind of like the way he looked out there, and who knows who Kellen Mond is going to throw the ball to. But you got that Houston defense, so a lot of opportunity there in that game. You went to Houston, of course, Greg Ward, so maybe a little revenge game in that from Tyler, Texas. Yeah, I like Greg Ward. So give me Greg Ward.
Campbell from Tyler, Texas.
Yes.
Larry Johnson, Grandma Ma.
Went to the University of Houston. Yeah. Grandma Ma, LJ for sure. Tyler, Texas. What's in the water?
Something's in the water there. J Mark, what are you doing here?
I like the Greg Ward play. I considered that. I ended up going with the guy that Tamu loves to throw to. He had 9 targets 2 weeks ago, 10 targets last week. That's Chris Rowland.
Yes.
I know Arlington's defense is good, but they're going to have to throw the ball on them.
Yep.
And I think Rowland is the center point for that passing offense.
Well, Rowland.
There we go. Wait, so do you have any more players left besides defense?
No, I think we're all on defense. Yeah.
Well, I did not stray from the path. Last week was a gimmick. All right. San Antonio Brahmas defense against this bullshit roughneck team. Curtis Johnson will find a way to botch this thing.
You'll learn.
4,300 load up. I thought about the Stallions though. I thought about my Stallions against this Mazzoni, macaroni, whatever the fuck you want to say. But I have 4,300. Give me the Brahmas defense. They got after a little bit. Peyton Pardee knows a thing or two about defense, being that grandpa was a fucking legend. All right. So, okay. That detective, what did you do defensively?
I did not go with the Brahmas. I did not. That's what I did do defensively. They had 2 sacks on the season until last week. But then you got to get McClendon. All right. Good luck with that one. I went Birmingham, pay top dollar, 4,500 Friday night. They're going to have.
I got the money. Maybe I should do that, huh?
Have their way with that. Yes, you should. I don't like to induce action as the dealer, but yes, fold that Brahmas defense.
All right, you swayed me. Give me my Stallions. I'm locking them up anyway.
Lock up Birmingham. The other option, I would, if you wanted to go cheaper for 3,800, I don't mind DC's defense actually against Arlington's offense, which is Luis Perez, who's very turnover prone, and that offense just hasn't been really working yet. So that'd be a cheaper option, but I think Birmingham is a lock it up option.
Yeah. J-Mark?
Yeah, for somebody who picked the Showboats to cover, I got a lot of Stallions on my team, but I did have Birmingham Stallions on there as my defense. However, I like the alternative of the Battlehawks because I think it's a must-win game for them, and if they're going to win, it's got to be through the defense.
All right. Bad.
There we go. He's J-Mark. Check out the Old Fashioned Football Podcast, and somebody send him some goddamn vitamin C. All right, at J-Mark Football on Twitter. See him a little bit on the NFL Draft Show if you're covering that stuff. The Bet Detective is on Twitter at CJ Sullivan _. Check out the Bottom Line Bombs. Who you got in the Derby? I got some tickets here.
Yeah, I got. You got some Derby tickets. Speaking of the Wolf of Oaklawn, he'll be on the show next week, giving his Derby picks. I got a few right there that I'll reveal this week. Wednesday's the big show, of course, for the Derby, and then. Other than that, I will be on the draft show tonight, including the number 1 pick. I'm gonna predict Cam Ward. We'll see if it comes through.
I got a few of these things. This American Promise character.
Yes, there you go.
And there's some William. Where the fuck is this goddamn camera?
2,600. Is that what it says?
Yeah. Plus 2,600.
There you go.
American Promise. Get in on the action. All right. He's a real American. Whoa. Yeah.
Wolf of Oaklawn. I'm sorry, I mispronounced it.
You get in on the American Promise. Or you got some other nonsense you're going with.
Well, I did a money bag, like you said, like you were talking about from mybookie.com. I run good with the money, with the spin the wheel, and they gave me one. I forget what the hell it was, but no, it was Tappan Street. I got him at 30-1. He's only at 11-1. So
there we go.
Son of Tappan. It's all about who you're the son of. Who's your son of? He's the son of Tappan.
Yeah, and who's that guy that's outlawed again? Baffert.
Yeah, Bob Baffert. I see him out here all the time at Santa Anita. That's his home track, and that's where they train. So, and he's banned from Derby for all his drugging.
But we got to get him back in. All right, got to get him back in.
He's
like
great.
Pete Rose. We have a modern Pete Rose thing we're fighting for.
You see, every day I go, anytime I go to Santa Anita, he's in the crowd. He's shaking it up, drinking and shit. He's great.
Fantastic. Yeah. For more on that, check out the Bottom Line Bombs, and yes, we will be sweating out the hugs and the high fives going on in the NFL draft. So tune into Sports Gambling Podcast on YouTube, youtube.com/Sports Gambling Podcast for the NFL draft stuff. Check out the college football experience, talking college football over there. Also college baseball, where there's an episode tonight happening there for this weekend's action. Till next time, this is the UFL Gambling Podcast, where crossroads meet bullshit. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Shoot.